Hi, my name is Tamara, and you're watching Things Even a Monkey Should Know. Hello, hello, hello! Thank you so much for joining me again today. As you know, if you've watched some of my other videos, I'm not a professional anything except artist, but I have learned there are a number of things around the house and out in the yard and on my cars that I can do myself and save myself time, money, and often aggravation. So hopefully you have saved those things too and learned a little bit along the way. So today we are going to remedy what I think is a potentially dangerous thing in my wall, and we're going to change out a light switch. And that sounds like a simple thing, and it should be very simple, but we have the wrong kind of light switch in one of our walls. So let's do it. So we have this pretty big issue that when these lights are switched on, the switch heats up so hot that I'm actually afraid that the wall plate is going to melt. It is too hot to touch, and that is not something that should happen. And come to find out, whoever installed this, they installed this dimmer switch, yay, I guess, but they installed a dimmer switch that was for LED lights. Now these are the old style incandescent lights, and apparently if you get the wrong kind, they don't like each other. Now, if the switch says that it can work with LED and incandescent, great. This one evidently did not. So that is why we are changing this out today. So the things that you're going to need is going to be a new switch that works with incandescent. This one says it works with all kinds of dimmable stuff, LED, CFL, and incandescents. So that's very important. You're going to need a flat blade screwdriver. You may need the other type of screwdriver, maybe. You may need some needle nose pliers. And we definitely want a voltage sensor. Ooh, what is this? We haven't seen this before. It is a really awesome little tool that'll help keep you from getting electrocuted as long as you listen to it. Well, I look forward to y'all becoming just as acquainted with this electrical box as you did with my old one. I know it and I have certainly gotten to be pretty good friends. So the first thing that we're always going to do before we work on something electrical is we're going to switch off the breaker. Now we're going to get this little switch plate off carefully, hopefully. You see there are two different switches in here. Well, let's just see, but I'm pretty sure that these are not on the same circuit. So this is where our voltage detector comes in. So we turn it on, and whenever it detects electricity, it will light up and make a noise. Okay, well, I guess these are on the same circuit, so that's helpful for us. So the next thing that we're gonna do then is we are going to remove our faulty switch. Just because I love to double check these things, since I can see the wires, I'm going to put my voltage detector back here. Still hasn't lit up or made any noises, so that's great because we know that there's no electricity flowing right here, and so we are not going to get shocked. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove our two wires. Yep. Going to go ahead and take this out of the box. Now this looks very nicely like these are both going to go in the same way. They are not the same dimmer, but they are going in the same way. So very handily, this says that whenever you're not using this in a three-way, which means we only have one switch to these lights, not two, to leave this sticker on. Okay, I'm cool with that. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to bend these little wires back into place, and we're just going to replace them just like we found them. We flip our breaker back on. So we know that I turned the power back on to these lights, but I just want you to see what this voltage detector does. Even though we know power is here, see how it lights up and makes a noise? that tells us we do not want to stick our finger in there. So if there's ever a wire that you're unsure of, you should have a voltage detector. They don't cost that much, and they could save you a lot of grief and a lot of pain. Okay, that's my public service announcement for the day. Now, since I turned the power back on, we just want to test this. These come on. That's great. The other switch already would have started heating up. I don't feel any heat coming from this one. So I feel really good about this because now I feel like I can use these lights and not potentially burn the house down. What an improvement. Could I have just said, hey, if you have a light switch, there's something that's feeling really hot and you kind of feel uncomfortable about using it, you should probably look into that and change it out. Well, yes, I totally could have said that, but how much impact would that have made? None. It's much better if you see the process of changing it out, which isn't bad, right? If you've never changed a light switch out before, this wasn't that big of a deal. So whether your light switch is too hot, which means there's a variety of things I guess it could mean, but the first thing to check out is if it's the wrong type, whether you want to change the color of it, whether it's just kind of half broken. Now you know you can change it. It doesn't take that long at all. And in my case, I feel much safer. I can actually reach over and touch this right now, and the switch plate is not getting hot like it was before. Yay! I feel so much better about this. Like maybe I can flip that light on and I'm not going to risk burning the house down. Now, yes, I did put the switch plate back on there. No, I did not show you because I know that you all know how to put 4 screws into a switch plate, and it's really boring to watch me do that. So why would you watch me? It's done. That's all there is to it. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that. I really appreciate your support, and I hope this helped you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.